Hello guys and welcome. I believe you are watching this video because you want to know more about MikesBikes Advanced Simulation, and for this case this is the multiplayer. And to start us off, I'll start with the income statement, because in this video I'm giving you tips on MikesBikes business simulation. So to start us off, we have the income statement. And the income statement, this is a financial statement that shows you the company's income and expenditure. The income statement also will show whether your company is making profit or loss in a given period of time. In this company statement, we can see that we have three parts. So the first part is the revenue part. You can see it here. The revenue part, this is the revenue from sales rendered by the company. And here we have the cost of goods sold. This is the direct costs that are associated with selling products to generate revenue. Then down here we have expenses, and the expenses we have the selling and distribution expenses, administrative expenses, and financial expenses. Note that in the salaries expense, salaries will make employees happy, so you just have to be increasing your salary as in each rollover. Ensure that you're increasing your salary by either 1,000 or the amount that you will decide on your own. Next, we have the warranty claims, and while playing this game, ensure that you are reducing your warranty claims, because if the more warranty you have, the less revenue you'll get. Then we have the administration expenses, and here we have finished goods, investor PR, legal fees, and others. Under the expense, again, you have the financial expenses. This is your strategic goal in financial expenses should be you ensure that you are paying the long-term debt, and if not, you are not paying, or you just discontinue from paying it, because at the end of the game is you'll be making money, and in that profit you'll be, for you to increase your SHV, just ensure that you are paying these long-term debts. Finally, we have the incomes, and the income is the amount of money that you earn after you deduct all your expenses. In as the games goes by, ensure that your net income is moving up. In this case, my net income is 4,904,577. So that's it. Let's move on to the next tip. The next one is the operation reports. Under the all report segment, just you click the tab, you'll have this I think is under the marketing report. Yeah, under the marketing report, you'll if you click this tab, let me just see. No, not under the marketing reports, just below it you'll have the operation report. And under the operation report, you should note that the operation report is the report that will show us the ins and outs of a company in or the day-to-day deliverables, and mostly we dwell in production. If you look at my first part, because we have we look at manufacturer responsiveness and manufacturing quality report. Under the manufacturing responsiveness, we have the capacity, and this will just, the manufacturer responsive report will show us the method used by the company so as it stays competitive. If you look at my game here, you note that we start with the capacity. To start us off, in the year 2018 I had 75 employees. In 2019 I had 80 employees. In 2020 I had 100 employees, and in 2025 I had 233 employees. Note that as my company was increasing, or as my company was expanding, also I had to hire more employees so that they can be able to work on the increasing plans. Again, we have we have the administrative staffs, the marketing and sales staffs. Then the total capacity, because in the MikesBikes simulation, the capacity is always in SCU, and this is a combination of both the factory workforce capacity and the effective plant capacity. You should note that also my SCU was increasing, because I started with 22,000 and now I'm on 105,000. Then we have the capacity that was allocated to here. It just shows you where the capacity is going, because in this part there are some areas where you need to increase the capacity allocation, and sorry, there are some parts which you need to reduce the capacity allocation, because this will increase your production efficiency, the efficiency here. So like if you look at my raw material stock out, I think I should be reducing this raw material stock out, and also the production percentage I should be increasing it. Then we have here down we have the production process, so and so and so. The batch size, if you look at my batch size, I've been increasing my batch size, because I started with 200, now I'm on 1250. Also if you look at down here, we have the production efficiency. The production efficiency is production efficiency, and you add the idle time. And in this round, I think I've not yet played the round, that's why you are seeing my idle time being high, because I've been playing all along, and I've been increasing my production efficiency, because I started with 67, here we have 83, here we have 95, but I've not yet played this round. So this is my just the benchmark, or the how it shows if I not touch anything in this round. Then next we have the manufacturing quality report, and the manufacturing. So let's go to the manufacturing quality. The manufacturing quality, and this will just shows you how is quality affecting the performance of your MikesBikes company, because you should be aiming at improving your quality system index, and this quality system index is proportional to the warranty claims, because if you have more warranty claims, the quality system index will go down, and if you have less warranty claims, the quality system index will go up. So here we have the average salary that I've been paying, the average salary level. So this is it, because if you look at my game, I've been increasing my average salary, because I started with 26, then 28, then this one was 29. So for this year I've not yet played it, that's why you are seeing it at 20. Then you have the training hours, because I just have to train my employees, so as I increase the efficiency, and this one will increase my quality time. Then you have the motivation index. So yeah, so just this is just a snip of what you'll see in your quality report. So that's it for the operations. Let's move on to the next report. The next report is the financial report, and under the financial report you'll see that we have the cash flow statement. I normally start with the cash flow statement, and the cash flow statement, this is a financial statement that summarizes the movement of cash in and out of your MikesBikes company. So it will show you what amount of money entered where, and where it was used, and what amount of money left the company and how it was spent. Here we have, under the cash flow statement, we have cash flow from operating activities. This is the cash flow from operating activities will show you the sources and uses of cash from the company activities. So here we have the sales, we have the design and development project, brand advertising, product advertising. We have the inspection here, the warranty claims. So this is the warranty claims that I say that ensure that as each rollover at each rollover your warranty claims are reducing. Don't increase your warranty claims because they'll really impact your quality. Then next we have the cash flow from investing activities, and this is it just shows you the source and use of cash from company investments. Because if you look at this one here, we have the source of cash was sale of plant, sale of companies. I did not sell any plant. I did not. That's why you're saying I don't have anything here. Then disbursed to, then that's there. Then the next one you have cash flow from financing activities. This will include source of cash from investors and bank, and also it will show you how the way the cash is paid to shareholders. And if you look at after the cash from financing activities, we have the net change, which is this one, and the beginning cash balance was 6,242,000. Then the ending cash balance was I can say it was 6,763,000. Now ensure that your cash flow is positive in early rounds to ensure that you buy additional capacities, the ACUs. Ensure that you're having enough funds to finance the ACUs. This will also increase on your margins. So the next report is the marketing report. So let's move on to the marketing report. Under the marketing, here we have two. So we'll start with the marketing summary. This is a report that will provide you with a consolidated view on all marketing channels, investments, and initiatives. To start us, we have the adventure segment. Here we have sales, the lost sales, and the lost sale is how many more units you could have sold if you had manufactured enough. And if we had zero, is that we produced more than the demand. So like I met the demand and I have some inventory. So the sales that I've made, they are here. For the adventures, the product name, so let's say is Adv1. So this was for farm 1 and he sold 1,776 units. And we have the lost sales here, the market share, the retail price. This is the price that was set for the products. Then here we have the market share. So the market share is the units sold of all the demands of all the total units sold. Your sales, if you take your sales divide by all the total units sold, you'll get your market share. So for instance, if you take for 60,000, if you take this one divide by this one, you'll get 31.6%. Then here we have the retail price, the awareness, the PR. Now from the awareness, you see that we have these ratings of 0 to 1, because 0 it shows you that you are bad. Then it goes on, and 1 shows you that you are good. So here we have the awareness, like for this product has 0.04. So ensure that you're increasing your awareness. Your PR also, you're increasing your PR. You should also ensure that your distribution is increasing. So here we have the quality, the delivery here. Then you have the current delivery and the production specs. Then here we have different market segments. You can see that here we have the adventure segment. Then you have the leisure segment. We have the commuter segment. We have the racer segment, kids segment, and that's it. Then apart from the marketing report, the next one that we'll look at is the marketing segment. So and the product attributes. So it's the marketing segment and the product attributes. Under the marketing segment, yeah, this one, the marketing segment and attributes, you only come here if you want to check if you need to introduce a new product. So let's say I have a new product that I want to see how can I make it ideal. So I'll, for let's say for kids segment, they want a product or a bike with a style of 78.8 and a technical specs of 11.1, meaning they just want they don't want these bikes with so high technicality. They just want a bike that has a very unique style. And for the racers, you see that they don't they don't care about style. What they want is a bicycle which is more technical. Here we have the product attributes for the actual product attributes for your product. You can see they are listed here. Then if you also, it will shows you the forecast with this forecast ideal. This shows you what the market preferences are likely to be for the next year, not for this year, because if you look at it, this year is 2025 and this is for the year 2026. Also, if you look at the actual product attributes, you'll see that it's for 2025, and it will also, this actual product will allow you to compare your product characteristics with those of your competitors. The next tip that I want to give you is about the scenario information. So let's go to the scenario information. Now with the scenario information, this information will it will help you know how you want to invest on your company, because here we have the market information, and in this market information we can see we have the segment size and price range. Also we can have the actual demand, the forecast demand. The actual demand, this is the number of units that were sold in the previous year. Then the forecast demand, this is the number of units that maybe the industry predicts will be sold in the next year. Then the minimum price, here we have $100. The maximum price you can sell for this product is $700. So the recommended is half of that. So they say that the customers for the kids segment, if you sell your bicycle at $375, maybe you can get enough sales. Then you should note that this forecast demand is an estimate, just an estimate, and the retail price range will just give you the price range also. Then you have the customers preferences for market segment. Then you have the kids. The kids, they really need a bike. They prefer a bike with a high price. The racers, they prefer a bike with a low price. The commuters, high. Leisure bike segment, they prefer medium. Adventures prefers medium. Now in terms of advertising, the kids, if you keep on increasing on your advertising or investing more on your advertising, you might end up selling more units in the kid market segment. For the racers, they just have low preferences. If you look at PR, the racers are the ones which have high PR. They prefer bike. If you invest more on the segment in terms of PR, you might end up selling more. Then we have the quality, the delivery time, and the production specifications. Then you have the product dimension preferences. The kids, they really want a bike that your price may be around 375, awareness of 0.5 there, PR of 0.1, the quality of 0.7, the distribution of 0.5, delivery of 0.9, and product specs of 0.8. With the media channels, this is where the media channels just shows you which by which channel are you can you reach more of your customers. Because if you look at the kids segment, most of the kids, they might, if you advertise on television, you might end up making more sales than if you advertise on internet and magazines. Because I don't think kids will read the internet or the magazines. They just, maybe they just watch it in the television and they like it. Then for these racers, maybe they don't watch television because they are outside practicing. So if you post it on the internet or magazines, because as they are cycling, they might end up buying magazines by the roadside, and they might end up watching your advertising. Then here we have the advertising and PR media, reach by media. So if you look at our graph here, you see that for the same amount of money you invest in the television and magazines, the same amount of money the audience will be reached will be more in the internet compared to the TV and magazines. Because if I look at let's say this is 1 million, if I invest 1 million, maybe I might reach about 22%, which is different. If I invest 1 million in internet, I might reach let's say 45%. But the curve for the internet will flatten out earlier than the ones for TV and media. Then the next part here we have the distribution information. This distribution information will just show you the number of stores in the channel, and we have the distribution information here. So under the distribution information, here we have the kids, the proportion of each segment. So in the proportion of each segment that shops at the various distribution channels is shown as below. The kids, they have 20%. In the bike shops, the commuters will have 10%. So if you go down, you have the retail distribution channel summary. So the number of stores for the bikes is 240. For the sports stores is 480. The department stores, we have 560. Then we have the maximum retailer margin. We have the 55%, and 55% there. For sports, we have 55%, and for department stores, we have 40%. In the annual logistics, if you look at this annual logistics support per store, this is the cost of processing and delivering orders to each store per year. So for the cost for delivering a bike store for the bike shops is 450. For the sports store is 400, and for the department store is 200. To increase the number of stores stocking your bike is very important, as this will increase the total retailer margin. This will increase, you can do this by increasing your total retailer margin, because the more you store, the more bikes you store on your, the more you store on that shop, the more you might end up selling. So you should also increase on your extra funding, because this extra support, because this might provide a promotion campaign to encourage retailers to stock and promote your bikes. Then the next one, we have the operation information. This just focuses on producing. The operation information will focus on producing detailed reports on the day-to-day organization operation of the MikesBikes company. You can see that here we have the segment, the kids segment, 0.2 SCU per bike. The commuters, we have 0.2 SCU per bike, and the adventures, we have 1.0 SCU per bike. This is under the capacity planning. Then here we have the factory planning. This just give you the factory hours per year with the no overtime. It's 2,000. Then here we have the higher cost and the fire cost. You can see it is $4,000 per worker. Then we have they are saying that the overall factory capacity requires both machines and factory floor workers in roughly equal SCU amounts. Yeah. Then we have the inventory. This is the raw materials limit. So the actual production volumes of each product will flex from the production decisions to attempt to match demand. Then you have the lead time. Here we have the batch size, the setup reduction, the quality, and so on. Then the next that we can look at is the finance information. Under the finance information, note that in this part, it just give you a visualization of how you are doing with your finances, because you can see that they are saying that the share price must be greater than $5 to repurchase equity or pay dividends. If I look at my interest from long-term debt is between 8% and 30%. Overdraft interest premium is 3%. The debt raise limit is 122 million. And that's it for finance. Then we have just the development information. This is just shows you what and also before I finalize, there are this let me say I can call it the industry benchmark report. Yeah, so the industry benchmark report, this will allow you to compare your results with those of your competitors, because if you look at these are all the competitors in this game. If you look at, let's say, the shareholder value, we have Farm 1 has $0.01. Then for this second farm had $106.88. This one had $155. Storm Rider said $48. Then we have ZBNK had $83. So you can compare with your competitors how you are performing and how they are performing. Also, you can look at the cumulative change in SHV. This one has the loss of 100% because the shares are really falling. This second farm had 680%. For the George had 1031%. The Storm Riders had 255%. You can also look at the number of dividends they gave out, because if you look at this, he gave out $2, $4, and $1. Also, I'm just looking for these big guys. I don't want to focus on all these other guys. In terms of retail sales, the Mike's Incorporation had 202 million. The George had 326 million. These Storm Riders had 82 million. ZBNK had 207 million. So ensure that you are making use of each and every information, because in conclusion, what I can tell you is that the salary and quality work are increased yearly. Ensure that you are increasing your salary yearly so that you might keep your workers happy. Also, aim at reducing the idle time in your company, because ensure that you are maximizing on your production capacity, and also invest enough money on the batch size, so that you should be increasing your batch size as the game goes by. Then you also have increasing the gross margin. So that's it for today, guys. I think I might see you in the next video as I show you the step-by-step of how you might handle the MikesBikes Advanced. That's it, guys. Thank you.